This is our round one result analysis. If you look at return on sales, we have 0.5. Asset turnover, those are the points. None of us got an emergency loan if you look at it very well. Then in terms of sales, I think we had the highest sales, so about 251. In terms of profits, we had the lowest because most of our funds are being used to finance our company. So don't worry about it because these early rounds we are just focusing on developing our plan so that we can make more sales in the later rounds. Then in terms of contribution margin, we were above the 30%, so ours was 30.2. Then Chester had 29.1. I think they really need to work better. Then Erie also had we can say 29.5, and I think they really have to also pull up their socks. But Digby, I think I see they are the highest with the 33.3 margin. So there are some things that they are doing better than the other group are not doing. Then in terms of market share, my market share was 21.47%. I believe I was the highest, closely followed by Baldwin. Then these other three guys were so close. These other four guys were so close. So I was the first one, then followed by Baldwin. Then in terms of stock market summary, because I didn't have enough funds, my profits were so low. I had a slump in my stock price, but don't worry because at the early rounds, we are just using more of our funds to finance and develop our company. So my closing price was 32.91, and I think Baldwin is the one who had the highest with the 43.30. Then in terms of market capitalization, also Baldwin had the highest market capitalization, closely followed by Erie, then Ferris. Then in terms of bond summary, all of us, I believe, all of us took funds or took loans to finance our company. Yeah, all of us, I see that all of us took loans to finance our company, except for, let me see, who did it take? Yeah, we had Digby did not take it, and Ferris did not take it. All the others, they took loan to finance their companies. Then in terms of financial market summary, our net income, we had the lowest, you can see, because we are just developing our companies. Then in terms of net change in cash position, 22, okay. So let's cross over to our production information. With our product, we sold 1,539 units with a unit inventory of 36. Then our pricing was this one, 28, with a plant utilization of 92. Eka followed 2,233 also. The inventory was 93. Okay, so you see, this X is the new product that we developed in the first round. So it can't show right now, but it will show in the later round because we are developing, it's under the development process. Let's see, Becca, the Tradition sold 1,370. They had inventory of 106. Okay, having inventory is not bad, but ensure that you are not having this so much inventory, because the main cause of emergency loan is having these huge inventories. They can really make you go and borrow the big L funds so that you can finance. And you know, getting emergency loan is very, very expensive. So let's look at the individual market segments. In the traditional market segment, we had the best sales. So we see that we sold, we had a market share of 18% with the customer awareness of 82, customer accessibility of 67, and December customer survey, we had the highest of 48. So meaning most customers really appreciated our product. We were followed closely by Becker. You see that they sold 1,321 units. Their customer survey was 33. Then in terms of promo and sales budget, I was the one who had the highest because I invested more money. I invested 2,000, so gave me a customer awareness of 82%. And also the sales budget, I invested 2,000. It gave me a customer accessibility of 67%. Then in terms of in the low-end market segment, I also had a market share of 21% because I sold 2,107 units with the mean time before failure of 14,000, and my customer awareness was 80%. My customer accessibility was 49%, and also I was the top in December customer survey because I had 21. Because the other guy that followed me closely was Abe in the Erie company. They had a market share of 18. Also, Cedar had a market share of 18% in the low tech market segment. Then in the high end, here customers really value ideal position. So product that so we start with the ideal positioning. So it's 9.8. So Adam, my product had a market share of 21%. I sold 638 units. Then my customer awareness was 77%. Accessibility was 61%. The customer survey of 38. Then in this other product is performance. Here we see that also my product was the highest with the market share of 24%. With the units sold 553. My customer awareness was 75 after I invested 2,000 in promo budget. My survey score was 42. Then last but not least, the size market segment here, we see that also our product AGAP had a market share of 21%. We sold 488 units. Accessibility awareness was 75%, accessibility 55%. And if you look at our survey, we had a very high survey score of 52, closely followed by Dune with 37%. Then in terms of market share report, we see that the industry unit sales versus the total unit demand, it's like we are almost meeting the demand that was being required in the market. Then the perception map, so this is just a visual representation of the product's positioning in the market segment. So we can say that this is so let me see. This axis here shows the size, then this one will show the performance. So as the rounds proceed, it's normally that these circles will drift downwards and this side. Then in terms of human resource, I think I had the highest human resource of 892, closely followed by Baldwin with 700 and Chester followed closely with 732, then Baldwin with the 719. Our turnover rate was 10%. Our productivity index was 100. Wages was 22.05. Annual rise was 5.0K. So the total quality management has not opened this round because the total quality management will initiatives that help you make your company more efficient because they can reduce the R&D cycle, they can reduce material cost, they can reduce labor cost, and they can also increase demand. So that's it. Let's meet again for video of round 2 CapSim simulation.